All right, so we're grateful for your time. Many thanks for staying with us. It's time for us to get some updates from our world of business, and we're talking about Ghana's budget. Now, CEO of Delex Finance, Ken Thompson, says government must increase its income or cut expenditure to prevent a budget deficit of more than 4% of GDP. According to him, the situation where government spends more than 75% of its income on wages, paying back loans, is not a sustainable way and must be avoided in the 2016 budget.
A developing economy, Ghana's budget deficit is expected to be at a sustainable level of below 4% of GDP. But this is not the case, as the 2015 budget deficit rose from an estimated 8.8 billion cedis to 9.7 billion cedis, representing a 7.3% of GDP. This resulted in government borrowing more than 4 billion cedis to fix the deficit gap.
We spend more than we earn. Okay, assuming we didn't even borrow, the amount that we spend on our salaries, pay our workers, and on interest, takes up most of the money that we earn. The rest, it doesn't allow us room to do much.
He preferred a solution.
You either increase income, or you cut expenditure, or you do both. But I suspect that in this budget, the three people that the government has always seen are the same people that are going to pay more taxes, that we needed to widen the tax net. How do we bring more people into that net? That's one thing. The other aspect is that, okay, if we can't widen the tax net, how do we cut expenditure? Because in any case, we can't continue to be in a situation where we spend over 70% of the money we earn on salaries and on paying back loans. It's not sustainable.
A financial analyst with Data Bank, Courage Mate, also stressed the need for governments to reduce expenditure going into an election year.
All right, so just as the finance minister prepares to go to Parliament, we should be the official channel to be bringing you all the details on it. Let's do some other stories, and here financial analyst Derek Mensah says the city will relatively be stable, barring any occurrence ahead of the Yuletide. He, however, cautioned importers to be prudent with their import and sales because consumer sentiments are low.
According to Derek Mensah, the seasonal depreciation of the cedi is due to imports ahead of Christmas.
There's always a possibility, there's a firm possibility. If you actually look at numbers before, last year was 2014, so numbers before 2014, you realize that there's usually a trend. We tend to dip around these times, so from September, October, and probably we level off somewhere mid-November, thereabout. But last year and this year have been very different years. If you look at the graph or you look at the depreciation, you realize that a lot of things have changed within the year. So when we had to depreciate, it didn't depreciate where we had. So it's difficult to predict that, well, this is going to happen.
He indicated some measures had been implemented by the central bank to deal with such shocks.
I think the central bank perceived that this will happen. So around the July, August, we saw the central bank pumping so much dollars, drop the currency, brought the cedi so high against the dollar, and therefore when the depreciation set in, we kind of had a buffer in there. So I think that all in all, we should see a fairly stable currency.
He advised importers and buyers on trading activities during this period.
From the numbers that I'm seeing, people don't have a lot of disposable income to be spending around the Christmas time. So perhaps maybe somewhere around 2013, 2012. Even last year we experienced that. And this year things have gotten worse. So if you are buying a lot of things and hoping that you're going to have a killing during Christmas, you probably may be surprised. Even for the staple stuff that we consume on a daily basis, people are not seeing that rapid pick up. For importers generally, should be very calm or prudent in their imports, or they'll get stuck with a lot of stock.
All right, so we'll now move on to the banking sector. And here, Chief Executive Officer of UT Bank, Prince Kofi Amoaben, says, has announced his resignation, which takes effect from next year. He is to be succeeded by Chief Operating Officer of the bank, Stephen Entry Esimen.
From the humble beginnings of a 4-member staff, the then unique Trust Financial Services has grown to become what is now UT Bank, With a staff strength of more than 2,000, Prince Kofi Amoabeng has occupied the position of Chief Executive Officer for the past 18 years. Doubling as the president of UT Holdings, he believes it's time to exit as CEO of the bank and concentrate on other ventures within the group.
After 18 years, this is a time for me to bow out because where the company is and where we brought it from a staff of 4 with virtually no money to where we are now, the staff of over 2,000, you must say that you have to take a bow.
UT Bank has been criticized by industry players for its recent poor performance, so his exit now seems untimely, but Kofi Amoabeng revealed his resignation is long overdue while stressing that he is not being pressurized to do so.
I told a group of journalists that when I'm 60, because you see the retiring age, I was going to bow out. Unfortunately, I couldn't, not because I didn't want to, but because the dictates of the company at the time required I stayed for a couple of years. And I stayed a couple of years, but then we have a few challenges. And now at 63 and the company positioned to actually deliver what we expect of it, is the best time for me to say adios and thank you very much.
The current Chief Operating Officer of the bank, Stephen News360, will take over the position as new Chief Executive Officer come January 1, 2016. He leads a new team of experienced industry professionals who have instituted a turnaround plan which is already showing positive results.
We do have a very, very exciting, very comprehensive turnaround plan. We believe that we have clearly understood all the challenges and our issues. We have a plan that is working. We have shown consistently since the plan came into operation.
With mixed feelings, staff of the bank are looking forward to better banking years ahead under the new leadership.
All right, so who is Prince Kofi Amoabeng? Well, he's stepping down as Chief Executive Officer of UT Bank. After 18 years in office, we take a sneak peek at the man and his strides he's made.
The dream of owning a finance house was conceptualized in 1997 when, as a young businessman, Prince Kofi Amoabeng struggled to find a bank facility to help grow his business. Being urged on by friends, the ex-military man co-founded the company with the present board chairman, Joseph Nsunamwa. The company was initially known as Best Financial Services and then later became Unique Trust Financial Services and is now UT Bank. Till date, the core mandate of the company, UT Bank, remains to support small and medium-scale businesses to thrive. Under his 18 years leadership, UT Bank has scooped several awards which include the 2011 Bank of the Year. Fondly known as PK, or Captain, by staff and friends, Kofi Amoabeng is excited about his resignation and is confident the company is in good hands with its new CEO, Stephen News360.
I expect that as I go out, UT will still be a company that is darling to Ghanaians, and UT will still deliver, and the various companies in UT will grow and be able to assist people with jobs and help them.
For his entire career as CEO of the bank, he has only had 30 days of leave. So what is his retirement plan and what will he miss most while away?
I need time to be with family, to play more golf, probably travel a bit and then settle down. So I'll miss the hugs, I'll miss the love of the people. I can see love in the eyes of the staff when I meet them, but I'll deal with it.
We talked about it and he said he will stay. So he stayed for 2 years. The 3rd year he came to me and told me that, Kojo, I'm tired. I want to go.
Staff of UT Bank will surely feel the absence of their chief executive officer, but he maintains a significant role in the company as the brand ambassador and president of UT Holdings.
Definitely a pride of Ghana, pride of Ukraine to me, and I must say that he is an icon to be emulated. Congratulations, and we say a big thank you for the way you've served the banking industry. My name is Kwekutim.